So life is going to throw you many freaking sparks. You're going to have a lot of inspiration throughout your life, but it's up to you on whether you decide if you want to do something with it or not. Let's talk a little bit about this. So I think we've all had those moments where we have an idea, we have inspiration, we've seen a movie, a TV show, a book, and we get so freaking inspired. Like it's just this other level of feeling and this energy and this vibration that is so high. But a lot of times we don't freaking do anything with it. And that is the saddest thing I've ever heard in my life. Just the fact that a lot of these ideas that are so strong, these feelings that are so strong, don't get turned into anything. That's the secret behind a lot of the greatest songs, a lot of the greatest movies. There's something that the artist and the person that was creating this felt that they captured and turned it into that piece of work that we freaking love so much, that we feel that energy coming off of. So recently, me and my girlfriend went to go watch Shakira. We went to go watch Shakira in concert, and I had not really known much about Shakira. I didn't know I know who she was and all that stuff, but I never listened to her music or anything. My girlfriend freaking loved her, so I decided to buy some tickets to go take her to go watch this. I wasn't expecting much going into it. I was expecting it to be, a good concert, a good time, have fun with her. But we go into this concert. Shakira comes out and she starts freaking absolutely owning the stage. She's dancing, she's doing moves, she's singing. She has literally the stadium was freaking shaking. Everything was so damn energetic and it brought so much energy that I was just blown away, man. Me and my girlfriend were talking about it and we were like, this isn't just like a freaking singer. This is a performer. This is somebody that is going to absolutely put on a show. And she freaking did. And there's something about that. There was something about that in that moment where it was making me feel exactly what I'm talking about here. That strong freaking feeling of like, oh my gosh, like this is just something different. Something about what she's doing is different. So I'm like, I don't want to let that go. I don't want to just think about this, feel it so strongly and then let that go. I want to do something with that. So I go back home after this and I'm trying to think about, okay, what was it that was so good about that? And I started diving into all of her interviews, all this stuff. And I find out like, okay, she really focuses on bringing this presence, bringing this energy, trying to smile, trying to get all this amazing warmth into what she's doing. And it's a lifetime craft that she's absolutely honed, but she has an amazing attention to detail. And she wants to do that with not only her songs, but with her performances, her stages, all that stuff. So for myself, I'm like, okay, I want to try to bring that with my videos. I want to try to bring more energy to my videos. And I still have a long freaking way to go, but eventually I want to be able to bring that energy and that light. And I feel like I've done it a lot better than I have in the past. And I'm just bringing that kind of energy that I try to live my life with. But she and what she was doing on stage helped me realize that I want to continue to bring that to you guys better and better over time. Not only that, it's also the fact that this energy is able to be captured in every time I hear one of her songs. So she has this freaking inspiration that's captured in this song. And I have been running on that for literally the past few months. I have been able to run on that, so inspired, and put it into my craft, put it into what I'm doing, put it into every freaking day that I wake up, because it's just such a creative inspiration. And we've all had that song, that freaking movie that we can watch over and over, and every time we freaking watch it, we get so inspired. And it's another level, let me tell you that, it's another level when you are actually creating, when you are actually doing something in the world that you can use that as inspiration and creativity to continue to put it back into the world. It is something that needs to be felt. It is something that you need to have a method for. A method of being able to put stuff out so that you can capture those creative sparks that you have every freaking day. Look, it should be freaking illegal for you not to be able to capture the things that you're feeling every day. Those strong feelings that you're feeling. Do not let them pass you by. You need to capture them and be able to turn them into something that somebody else is going to use as inspiration and motivation and maybe create something else with it. Shakira did that with her music and all of her stuff that she created over the years. And lo and behold, she's 50 years old now. She's way past where she was when she was originally creating her stuff. But somehow, some way, I discovered it at 50 freaking years old, or at all these years later. She's not even old at all, but all these freaking years later, and it is able to help me run my stuff for the past few months. That's so amazing when you really think about it, man. Now, what could you bring if you're able to find a way to capture that stuff and continue to turn it into something real for other people to use? So don't just live on those peak moments. The next time that you feel something that strongly, think about what you're going to do with it. Think about how you're going to capture it. How are you going to make something of it? Even if you're in freaking business, if you're doing something in business and you're like a salesperson, think about like, I could go to that Shakira concert and be like, okay, she has an amazing presence and warmth. I want to bring that with every freaking sales call that I'm in. Boom, I'm able to bring that a little bit better. And you get better and better because I was able to capture that. And I'm going to think about that every time I freaking listen to one of her songs. So think about how you can do that. Whatever you're doing, you just have to think about how you can capture it and how you can make the most of that strong feeling, man. It's the top of the world feeling. I hope that you guys are able to experience that. Let me know what you feel like. Let me know what you feel that with currently. I know that there's something out there that you just can't help but talk about endlessly because it just makes you feel something real. It just connects with you so strongly. I love you guys. Hope you have an amazing day. Peace.